This channel is supported by my online fishing courses, and you can learn more and get significant discounts at saltstrong.com/Skinner. I'll have links to all of the gear in the video description, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and tap the notification bell. Okay, I continue to fight two things on this trip. One is the wind. Boy, it's been a lot windier this winter down in Southwest Florida, and by windy, you know, it's not 30 to 40, but it's 10 to 20 and low 20s every single day. The other thing is red tide. It just doesn't want to loosen its grip on this area. It's not severe, it's not creating great fish kills, but it's impacting the fishing. There we go. Nice red. Really nice. Net. Or I think I can poke. Yeah, you may have heard the surprise in my voice. Nice red, you know, when it first hit, and it's because, yeah, I have found the red fishing to be definitely tougher this winter. And look at the water clarity. I'm in like 2 feet of water. It's not looking that great. Now I understand part of that discoloration could be from the wind, but certainly I just haven't seen very much clear water this winter. So hopefully things will get better. But even looking at the forecast. The week ahead with the red tide, just really don't see much improvement. But all right, hey, you know, this is the plan. This trip, this is an evening into night trip, and so we're going to see a little bit of both. Hey, this is a great start. Now, part of the surprise of my voice on unhooking that fish was that I didn't just start fishing and boom, catch that fish. I had covered about a half a mile of shoreline, of really previously productive shoreline, and not a touch, not a single blow up, so I was happy to get that hit. Come on. You're still there. Come on, Mr. Brady. Come on, kid. There it is. Nice one. Of course, it's not a redfish, though. Decent snook. I'm not sold on what this is yet. Wrong with that. So the trolling motor, the speed goes from 1 to 10 in half-step increments, and basically I've got it set on like 1 to 1.5 into that wind, and it goes nice and quiet. And I'm sitting because, you know, I've got the motor pointed straight. Yeah, it looks good. And what I'm doing is using the rudder to with my feet to control the track, and it's perfect. So these barbs are crushed down, so these hooks basically almost fall out. They come out, they slip out real easily. So, but yep, that's okay. Decent red, decent snook. This is looking okay. Come on, you're there. Oh, I almost had him on that first pause, but all right. Never touched the plug. And then I had another hit that didn't touch the plug. And I had the impression that both of those were reds. And on reds, I really like using the jerk bait, the Gulp 5-inch jerk shad on a swim bait hook. So I've just switched over. And that's what, I've got several rods behind me. I keep them rigged for the different techniques that I want to use. So you saw bucktail, the Rebel jumping minnow, and then this swim bait hook for the 5-inch Gulp jerk shad. And because the casting distance isn't as good with this, I've had to quietly motor in a little bit, and then I've shut down. All right, I fired up that camera in the bow, so we're going to start, we're going to get to see the retrieve on this. Cast on the jerk bait. Just a little red, but I'll take it. So I don't want to blow onto the spot, so I've hit the spot lock button, so I'm anchored here. All right, here's a look at what that retrieve is, and I'm casting into probably slightly less than 2 feet of water. I'm definitely never going to see more than 2.5 feet of water on this spot. So I haven't largemouth bass fished in a lot of years, but when I used to do it, this reminds me of Texas rigged worms, and you feel like a tap, and the fish just holds on and moves, and as it moves away, you just bury the hook. So as best as I can tell, these fish are clustered in a pretty small area because, as I mentioned, I covered about a half mile of shoreline getting here, and then I went well beyond this along the mangroves down that area. This is about the only place I'm getting hits. Oh, you... Okay, choice words there, because I almost never drop a fish that I set up on like that. Usually that fish is hooked, it's not coming off, but nope, that one did. You gotta be kidding. Boy. That was a poor execution there. Strange hit. Don't want to get pulled into the spot. So this lip grip that I've been using for a lot of things, this is an old Berkeley. It's like 25 bucks, and I've had this one easily 15 years. And I don't even rinse it off. It just works great.
Lose this thing one of these times.
So it's a mullet. They just do that. It's not being chased. I don't know why they do that, but they just do. If someone knows why they jump like that, please leave a comment. So the wind is kind of behind me. The current is coming right at me. So I'm kind of throwing slightly up current. I never like retrieving into the current. But between the current and the wind, I'm not moving much. I'm able to just turn off the motor and drift slowly.
Oh, here he is. Come on, come on. No doubt about those hits. Haven't had 4 reds in a trip since November.
Yeah, nice thing about this general area in Southwest Florida is you've got a lot of options. I mean, even though I haven't been doing as well with the redfish this winter, part of that is because, I go off, I do other things. If you watch my channel, you've seen some good sheep's head video, some really good snook video, and then, the tarpon stuff has really been something. So there are lots of things to do, and if something isn't working quite right, well, I go off and do something else.
Here he is. Back-to-back cast. Strong. All right, good. He can pull me out from the spot. That's fine. I'll sneak back in there. Come on, shake off. You got just a little bit there. Yeah.
Okay, and then on to the night portion of the trip. Something I love about this kayak, the motorized one, you put it in autopilot and you can get things done. You know, you make sure you know where you're going and you watch where you're going. But hey, you know, I can rig, I can take care of some stuff, and all while covering some ground. So, all right, gonna go cast at some docks. 1/2 ounce bucktail, 4-inch Gulp grub. Current is moving left to right. I'm gonna try and get it kind of in that corner. And boy, if I could just graze those pilings on the way out as that current is pushing the jig towards the pilings. And I'm sitting in about 12 feet of water, casting into about 5 or 6.
First cast. Okay.
Wow, I hadn't even spot locked yet. I just rolled up on the area and made that cast. So here's a nice view. You're going to get to see the retrieve. And by the way, this camera up here, this is not a GoPro. It's an Akaso. It's an Akaso Brave 7. It's not even the latest version. The latest version's like $140, so it's pretty inexpensive. And hey, decent video. And I'll link to it in the video description. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing the name correctly. All right, now I'm properly spot locked where I want to be. Yeah, you can imagine I'm trying to loop it around that corner, come out, graze the pilings. Yeah, how can they not be there? I don't have a shadow line yet. This is all current that I'm dealing with.
Okay, 3 casts, 2 hookups. Oh, not bad.
So it's like next to impossible to get good night video. So I can show you this part here, but I'm going to try and get a cast here with and hook up on the cast. The problem is if you look over, I mean they like the stationary light, but if you look over there you spook them. So trying to look ahead and not look at where I'm casting. I'm casting into the dark, working that lure into the light, and it was a great night. Nothing huge, but some decent fish and a lot of nice action. And this is the first time I'm doing this dock fishing with the spot lock, and it's just sick because you can so easily try different parts of the dock. You know, you just roll up on a spot, hit the button, you try that, and you know, if you need to move, it's very simple, and yeah, it really helped a lot. All right, if you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and tap the notification bell.